Hey guys, welcome back to another part. We're at day 3 until we
I'm
have
so
to fight
excited. I'm
until we
so
have to
excited.
fight our boy Shinji.
Wow, I'm about to piss myself. I'm so excited. Let's do it.
Do you actually have to use the bathroom?
No, I'm just gonna. If I do, I'm just gonna piss my pants.
Okay, Clay.
There's nothing fun. There's nothing funny about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Only serious business here.
I'm really excited about the game. So what?
Oh boy, we're so silly, Clay.
Oh, you. Get to the fucking game. Alright.
Walking through the campus, I can see various NPCs who appear to be busy students among the masters. Not only do the NPCs look slightly different, but their behavior seems a little off. Maybe it's the lack of soul. To them, this battle is just a string of data variables. Within a small group of gathered masters, one person stands out like a sore thumb. Oh my gosh, it's our boy.
The blonde beauties.
Oh, it's you. So you qualify for the actual tournament as well? I believe that I remarked that we would meet again. It's Leo. The force of his presence overwhelms his seemingly innocent appearance. Before it felt like he was a wolf let loose in the chicken coop. Now, I feel out of place. He isn't alone. Behind him stands a shadowy figure, radiating the same aura of strength. That figure, who is clad in armor and armed with a sword. His order marks him as a servant. Oh. It took him too long to talk. Anyway, oh, Gawain. How
Well, he just says
forgetful
his
of me.
name.
Yes.
Bruh.
Gawain, introduce yourself. But yeah, he thinks he is so powerful that he can just let out the name of his servant.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's kind of.
The brass balls on this little boy. Don't take that out of context.
Don't worry. I've already soundbited it.
All right, I got you. I am his servant, Gawain. I am pleased to meet you, and I hope you will be a worthy foe. As the armored figure nods in greeting, and an inamic smile forms on his lips. He is the exemplar of knighthood, and though a servant, has the same bearing as his master. Sir Gawain, one of the knights of the Round Table, mentioned in the legends of King Arthur. It is said even his powers rivaled King Arthur and his holy sword. It equal in power. It's obvious that he is the saber-class servant. It wouldn't be too hard to learn more about him. Maybe I'll even discover his weakness. I'm sure Leo is aware of how much information he has just unconcerningly given me. It's obvious that he chooses not to concern himself over such things about subtlety or tactics. For him, it is something destined to be revealed, so I might as well reveal it. From his point of view, all of his victories are assured, his superiority over others enforced every day since he was born. I must take my leave now. I hope to see you again. I hope to see you again. Please fight with honor and pride. Gawain.
I don't wanna.
Plug walk. With a polite bow, Leo and his servant turned and departed, leaving me somewhat dumbfounded. Oh God.
Leo. I'm not gonna talk like that. I knew one of the Harways would be here, but the scion?
Yes.
Yeah, scion of the family himself.
I knew you would have trouble with that word.
I just had to make sure.
With that murmured comment, the murderous glare Rin shot at Leo was almost palpable. Whatever.
The power of the Holy Grail? I guess the plutocrats of Europe see a threat in the Seraph. But still, to risk him, oh well. What was borrowed on Earth will be repaid in heaven. Things just got more interesting. Although my power as a magus,
Yeah.
are far superior to his.
You can always just say mage or magi if you want to.
Alright. I'll just say a fucking wizard.
Yeah, that works too, honestly.
Yeah.
I get the
Sounds
feeling that Leo has little concern for the likes of us. Without so much as saying hi, the now all fired up Rin almost seems to stomp away. I should spend some time looking into Gawain's background. I'll head to the theater later. The library later. But yeah, I guess we can go to the library. It's not like it's gonna hurt anything. After we talk to her. Pleasant evening to you. I trust you're doing everything well all considered. You will never catch a glimpse of victory if you insist on always running away. Facing a foe you know is nothing about. Facing a foe you know nothing about is lunacy. In this war, information is everything. To defeat your opponent, learn all you can. Their class, skills, even their history. The more info you have, the easier it will be to create a plan. From now, why don't you head to the library? There's a treasure trove of information. Why are you telling me? No reason, really. I just have a feeling that you'll somehow come up on top. Nato is an idiot, but he has won before. It'll make things easier if he gets defeated early on. Anyway, do your best. I might learn some things about Shinji and Leo if I go to the library. You're still there, right, Clay? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was looking at my phone for a minute and I forgot.
Look, they're just both here.
How convenient.
Hey, look who the cat dragged in. I never expected to run into you. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm just trying to mess with you. The library is the best place for info. I know all about you, so I expect you go all out against me. But enough about me. Looks like you're having a hell of a time finding the book you want. Unfortunately for you, I've hit every book about my servant. I thought you'd have more fun this way. I also hid everything somewhere in the arena. I wonder if a weak sauce master like you will be able to find it. By the way, what does your servant want in return for your help? Money, right? I knew it! Do your best while you still can. Well, see you around. Good luck. Hope you put up a more fight next time we meet. You're starting to bore me. Oh, what's the point of saying bye 5 times if you just do that?
Just what?
If you just like keep talking. Huh.
I feel like that happens a lot in my life.
Hakuno Kishina, congratulations on making to the main tournament. Your first opponent is Shinji Mato, I believe. Be cautious around here, as I hear his servant is powerful. Oh, it seems you don't fully accept that our previous school life was a convenient farce. Let's see, since fate has made us companions, perhaps I should explain some things to you. Sure. Let's get started. Do you know what a reality marble is? It's a thaumaturgical technique whereby one space is transformed to a completely different space. Some servants are able to generate reality marbles. As it takes a great deal of magical energy to sustain a reality marble, most only last a few minutes. The school that housed the prelims happened to be a reality marble generated by the Holy Grail. Besides the school as it appeared in the prelims, the current school, the area, and the arena, and the Coliseum are all individual reality marbles created by the incredible magic of the Holy Grail. To give you just an idea of how powerful the Holy Grail is, even the most advanced supercomputers can't sustain one reality marble this length of time. All the participants in the Holy Grail War had their memories wiped upon entering. Then the Holy Grail's reality marble gave all the participants school personas to inhabit. Masters had given a time limit of 4 days to realize what they had been tricked into playing was a role. Potential masters had to pass that basic test to enter the Holy Grail. Although Tosaka seemed to shake off her yoke very quickly. By the way, Miss Fujimura and Issei Ryudo aren't masters. They are NPCs with a specific role. Masters who did not break free of the fantasy were dealt death. Tragic, but the Holy Grail War itself is a lengthy process for culling the weak. Avoid advice. Learn all you can. I assure the information will benefit you greatly later. Oh, this book's probably going to be about Gawain. Or not. About Gawain. One of the major knights mentioned in the Arthurian cycle and often thought of King Arthur's nephew, equal in skill to Lancelot. He served as an advisor to Arthur. He was allowed Lancelot due to him killing both of Gawain's brothers. Due to his overwhelming nobility and youthful impudentness, he placed his family ties above all else. Sir Gawain's hatred of Lancelot was eventually led to his and Arthur's eventual downfall. It was the Battle of Camlan that Sir Gawain fell, slain by Lancelot.
Every time I hear those names, I always think of Sonic and the Black Knight. So like when I think of Gawain, I think of fucking Knuckles. Like,
yeah, don't worry, I completely understand that.
It's funny.
All right. Okay, so now we're gonna talk to Danny Kotomine. You already have a cipher key. Excellent. You soon will get the other one at this rate. The second floor is where you'll find the second trigger. Head to the arena. You can go to the new floor. I've said my piece. Oh, have you set foot in the chapel yet? The system's jurisdictions doesn't penetrate that far, but you can strengthen your servant. Well, I said my piece. Go and slaughter to your heart's content. Thanks. And I got another favor. Yeah, sure, but whatever. Just give us another side quest. She really wants a tangerine.
Man, these NPCs really be hungry.
Honestly. But she says she'll give us something to decorate our room, so why not?
Bro, could you imagine like someone's like, yeah, I'll trade you this like curtain for an orange.
Yeah, I'll trade this chandelier for a tangerine if you don't mind. Alright, and as I pushed the heavy door open, it was dark and eerily silent. I get the strange feeling that this place is completely cut off from the rest of the world. No one in the pews. There's dim light, and a flash of color hurts my eyes. There are two women. They don't act like sisters. Those two women, they don't act like sisters. And why are they here anyway? Alright, so these two are from the Tsukehime universe. They got nothing to do with this one. They're just chilling here, outside the bounds of reality for some reason.
You know, as you do.
Hi there, welcome to the chapel. You're here to perform an alteration of the soul? You're that? What was it again? I can't remember the last time I forgot something. Well, it's like the details matter, and the more subjects the better, I always say. Welcome to the Eden of the East. I assume you're here for an alteration of the soul? Alteration of the soul? What does that mean? Realizing I have no clue, she continues talking. You don't know what an alteration is? But you came here anyway? Amateur. Alteration of the soul? What is it, you ask? Simply put, you link your soul with your servant. When your rank increases, you can strengthen the link. That's done by hacking into each other's soul and choosing what to improve. Alright, when you level up, you get skill points. You use that to put in the stats. Sister, are they really related? I was really about to ask if they were, but a sudden wave of hatred from those two stopped me. You get the gist, right? You want a soul, you'll go to me. As for that creature, she's totally useless, like 8-track tapes or the C:/ /prompt. And you're lower than dirt. Don't screw up or the moon soul will come down on you again. How many times do I have to tell you that the master was at fault that time? They specifically told me to what's illegal alterations, so I added a few extra skills. Laugh now, but it wouldn't be funny to be the one who lost because of her overtowering incompetence. Listen well, boy, if you value your life, do not put your trust in that thing's abilities. If I were you, I'd stick to the regaining your spiritual stasis your servant may have lost. Alright, so honestly, the blue-haired one really doesn't matter, because she doesn't do anything for you.
Good. I don't like her anyways.
Understandable. What's that? I'm far more skilled by alterations. About 10 times better than her. I hate having to take Toko's abuse every day. I'll control my rage for now.
Catfight.
Honestly, I'm amazed that Akko didn't immediately throttle Toko after her snide and offensive comment. Why are you so surprised? I was even trying to be snide, merely honest. In this case, shutting up and accepting her place is beneath me is the only thing she can do. Gnashes her teeth in rage. And if Toko is so talented, why is she doing it? I have other things to do. Kokuto dumped a bunch of stuff on me. Simply keeping an eye on how my lowly sister, so she doesn't actually kill someone. So just ignore me, ask that monkey for help instead. She will say some stuff later on that's like about the story, about certain servants sometimes, so I'll talk to her whenever I get a chance.
I think it's just better to ignore her.
I mean, understandable. Alright,
Bro, just ignore all of them, just boost all the strength, you know? Yeah.
I'm not gonna do
Don't.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't do that.
I'll get it to D though. And then... Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like agility is important.
There we go.
Based.
It's plus, you know, our first person doesn't even use magic, so I'm not even worried about that.
Dope.
Alright, so... But yeah, this, we finally can do a lot more damage. Take less damage. Yeah, see, like, if it's skill v skill, depending on who has the higher agility, they will get their skill to go off first.
Okay. So it's not like an evasion thing, it's just how fast you can get your abilities off?
Yeah, so it's like, if I use a skill the same turn the enemy does it, then it just depends on whose agility is higher to see who gets hit first.
Dope!
Yeah, in magic, it lowers your ability, it lowers magic. But if you're caster, you will do more magic damage with your skills. But early on, you still want to do some strength with caster and lots of defense, so you don't get, you know, murked.
Ganked, yeah.
And luck, most of the time you shouldn't be below like 25% of HP, so most of the time luck is kind of like an irrelevant stat, honestly.
Yeah. Whoa!
So, yeah, I know, he's awakening.
He's woke.
Yeah, but most of the time I like do one floor, and then when the story gives us access to another one, I'll wait until I have to fight the master and servant pair, and then I'll do that. So I just have a massive power boost.
So you just get a beefcake.
Yeah. All right. So we got 2 new abilities from that. Tuning of my magic. You done?
What?
No, he just kept talking.
Oh.
The tuning of my magic circuits went well. I've gotten one back. Let's test it out at the arena. What now? Need another alteration? I have no skill points. Alright, that's pretty much what they're used for, though. And let's go ahead and take a look at these skills. So he gets pre-projection. He raises the effectiveness of a projection by 1. And this one lowers the defense of the target. And it requires 1 projection. So for Archer to get rolling, our boy unfortunately needs to use at least one skill before he can start debuffing the enemy. But in his case, he's basically the only one who can debuff people, as far as I know, because I don't remember Saber being able to do it, and I don't think Caster does it either.
Well, at least someone can, because debuffs are like, I feel like they're so underrated in a lot of games. It just gives you the easy lane.
Yeah, dude. Like, imagine playing an SMT game without debuffs. I actually can't do it. Anyway, there's something going on in the garden right outside the chapel. I see Shinji's causing trouble again. He got thrown out the chapel after angering that old man. A chapel is for quiet reflection. I do not know who your god is, but you should know at least that much. Sorry, my bad. I'm an atheist. Swear to God. I've always believed that the Japanese were polite. I guess I was misled. Leave this place at once. The gates of heaven will remain closed to the unbeliever. It appears that in your haste to learn how to fight, you forgot to learn dignity and respect. I don't know why I made him sound like a Ghost of Tsushima character, but we're gonna roll with it. I really hate old geezers like you, always talking down to me. When it comes to the fight, you can bet your ass I'll be teaching you a thing or two.
Damn, he's gonna kick the old man's ass?
I wonder if he's in there now. Well. Later in the story, he will be appearing here, so you can talk to him for now and again if you want to.
The old dude?
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, Oh, so after we accept that quest, we can talk to our servant and we can do some silly stuff.
I like silly stuff.
Oh yeah, and just so you know, there are certain choices that you have to make. So you rank up with your servant just like how you rank up in the Matrix with enemy servants.
I got you. So we have some buddy points. We got brownie points.
Well, it's not just like how in Persona where you can just like get points steadily and then boom. It's like if you don't do it, you can't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You have to do it.
I got
you have to do it right every day.
I mean, at least when it happens.
I gotcha.
Anyway, so right now I have the guide. I post every guide in the description. I probably should start saying that in some of my videos. But we're not gonna worry about that. Hopefully people will read the description. Seriously, if
You're asking a lot.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, if all places to wage a war, why choose a 20th century high school? I can only assume you feel the same, but I have a strange affinity for places like this. With an exception of myself, this place must be a nightmare for most legendary souls. It's most likely a coincidence, but the choice of venue could be intentional. As a soldier, I hope it was a fluke. Alright, so we'll go ahead and try and see everything Archer says, and then the last choice will be the correct choice. Not at all. Whether it's an imitation or the real thing, contact between humans makes for forced civility. Also, you're required to be in class at a specific time, perfect for those who can't plan for themselves. The academic culture is very logically structured. A society without an educational system is doomed to fail. The ability to learn is what makes one human. Well, that'd be the answer you'd find in a textbook anyway. Honestly, I can't see why you'd care whether I like school or not. A servant's abilities won't be changed just because they're into institutionalized pedagogy. Pedagogy. I don't.
I don't think that's a word.
I don't know how to
I'm
say
looking
that
it up.
word. Archer snaps his mouth shut, almost as if to say out loud, "This conversation is over." Archer's reply was brutally matter of fact and leaves no room whatsoever for argument or rebuttal. It's not like I have anything to add, but his attitude irks me to no end. I didn't really care for the answer per se. I was just hoping for a meaningful conversation.
Alright, I looked it up. Pedagogy.
Uh,
Gaji, whatever.
Pedagogy?
I don't know, that's an A in the pronunciation. It's
That's
pedagogy. Gaji.
pedagogy. Alright. Nice,
Now
thorough
we can learn
answer.
something.
My compliment to Archer about his answer. Oh, now he's doing that thing he always does. Oh, 1,000 pardons, Master. You're actually worried about me, like a good one would be. However, sarcasm is an undeniable part of my nature. Remember, we servants are but recreations of past persons. Our abilities may be enhanced to a degree, but our personalities remain as they were, perhaps more so. You might as well resign yourself to the fact that you're saddled with a snide, cynical servant. Alright. What do you mean by intentional? About being this setting being intentional? Could there be a deeper meaning to the stage of the Holy Resort by being a high school? It's not so much the appearance of the stage itself as the motivations of whoever created it. If the Holy Grail created this place of its own accord, I'd write it over as a coincidence. If someone else is using it for their own purposes, then there's more to worry about than just winning the war. An unknown person using the Grail. Could it be the priest? He seems uncharacteristically evil and manipulative for a man of the cloth. A brilliant bit of deduction, but unfortunately way off the mark. That priest is nothing more but an NPC. This could be my own personal opinion, but no one man could use the Holy Grail or be manipulating it. That mean that the Grail had been claimed by someone, and if that was true, the Holy War wouldn't happen. That's right, I guess my suspicions led me to read Archer's words a little too much. However, ignoring everything for the moment, why did Archer suddenly look so smug and self-satisfied? What? I found it amusing that you'd call a man devoted to God evil and manipulative. You're lucky you don't know the truth. The real thing is far worse, and it seems I'm stuck with him for eternity. He shrugs his shoulders in resignation. It seems that he had met this priest before becoming a servant. He knows the priest who has overseen this Holy Grail. Then maybe he knows more about the original war for the Grail. And the conversation ends. By Archer standard, that must have been the equivalent of idle banter. The look of his face contemplates the situation is enigmatic at best. But why a school? Outside of the arena, I don't see the need to have a place for Magi to mingle. Then again, maybe this place isn't for the Master's benefit, but something the Holy Grail requires.
お前は知恵を持つ生命の最低の義務を知っているか？
Master, are you aware of the one obligation that all intelligent beings are required to meet? Mutable obligation? What does he mean by the definition of intelligence? Mankind developed intelligence and bent the world to their will. They created organized societies and mighty civilizations, some of which still exist. But obligation is humanity supposed to fulfill.
安定を望んではいけないということだよ。
The one obligation is all intelligent beings is to reject stasis and
生活
complacency.
水準を維持したいだけなら自然の循環に徹し動物的に暮らした方が楽だろう。
If humanity just wanted to simply exist, it'd be easier to live like animals and let nature take its course.
人間にはそれができない。
But humans, in general, don't think
思
like
考
that.
停止、我欲の断絶。ただ生きるだけの動物的な暮らしへの嫌悪感からじゃない。
The abandonment of rational thought, it'd be like devolving back into man's primate
人間はどのよ
predecessors.
うな水準であれ、工夫し、進む生き物だ。
No matter the circumstances, humans will always be inventive, progressive
ど
living
こまで行
beings.
こうと、今の暮らしでは満足できないのさ。
And regardless of how things will go in the future, they can never be satisfied living things as they are.
知恵を持った獣の逃れられない宿命だ。魂の核が学習を求めている。
In short, progression is the duty of any intelligent being, and their souls demand that they learn and
世界
evolve.
はその人間の核を重要視しているのだろう。
The Holy Grail holds that aspect of humanity in the highest regard.
休憩所を学校に選択した者はマスターたちに殺し合いだけの動物ではなく人間的であることを望んでいる。
Thinking along those lines, maybe this setting is supposed to remind masters of what makes them human.
悪意は感じられないがきな臭いな。
I don't sense any evil intent, but that makes me even more
ただ戦うだけ
suspicious.
では満足しない。
I don't think it's the fight itself the Holy Grail is interested in.
聖杯は人間が人間として同じ生物と競い殺し合うことを望んでいるようだ。
Rather, I think it wants to observe how humans would confront one another in a real-world setting. I'm starting to regret all this, man.
I was gonna say, like, we're in like a book now.
Yeah. You seem overly relaxed about all this, Archer. Forget everything else for the moment. There is a question that needs an immediate answer. What's with that condescending attitude? Isn't a servant supposed to respect and obey their master?
もちろん
Of course.
私は私の能力を最大限発揮させられる魔術師に従うものだよ、マスター。
Ooh, that was a nice burn. As a servant, it is my obligation to obey a magus whose abilities allow me to use my full strength, master.
それでその条件に該当する魔術師は果たしてこの部屋にいるのかな？
I wonder if there's a magus in this room who even comes close to that requirement. I need a new servant. I don't think I can deal with sarcasm and being berated. Seriously, I'd like to request a beautiful, graceful servant who's respectful and not bitter and jaded. Where's this red cape buffoon? Get off it, laughing at me with that smug look on his face.
Bro, you about to pop off.
そうだろうそうだろう。それが年頃の少年の偽らざる本心というやつだ。
There's nothing quite like the painful, unvarnished truth of youthful scorn.
同じ男として気持ちはわかる。
If it makes you feel any better, though, I understand exactly how you feel. However, fate hasn't smiled upon you this day.
とっくに 礼儀正しい正統派サーバントは品切れになっておりまして。
The normal, well-balanced servants have been out of stock for many moons at this location.
商品の返却は認められてはいないようだ。まったく、お互い運がなかったな、マスター。
Also, this establishment has a strict no-return policy. I guess we're both out of luck, aren't we, Master? Archer still views me with contempt, and unfortunately for me, any further process will just get me more scorn. I have a number of opinions about his current pose, but I'll just keep to myself for now. And the conversation ends. Idle banter. It looks like is.
しかし、となると、マスター。
We already read this. Cool. Okay, so apparently Archer can have two different conversations that leads to good things happening, and not just one.
Well, he's an open-minded man.
And yes, I
What
skipped all
what
that.
a kind gentleman.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's not that open-minded. All right, guys. Oh God, what did we even do today?
Talk to Archer.
Oh my God, yeah, all we did was talk today. All right, no, we'll have some more action next episode. But yeah, we didn't even. Ooh. I mean, we went to the chapel today. We're finally able to power up our servant through levels finally, instead of them just being base level and can't even one-hit KO like a level 1 enemy. But yeah, next episode's gonna be a little more action-packed. We'll see you guys then.